It looks good.
Yeah.
Patient is a good patient.
There's a Raj.
Roger. But they need a little bit more front line actually to get vision and be aggressive.
Raf?
Push check.
Said there are no shortcuts in life.
Oh, Chip.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
another one.
Okay.
Right, chip is great.
Rafleisha pulled off an amazing chip play.
Oh, yeah?
People in MPL MY from last week are still talking about it.
That is so nice, isn't it? Now it's JP's turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's see what JP
That's
can
so
do.
nice.
Poetic that, again, we talked about this yesterday, but we will revisit the play that Rafleisha did,
Yeah.
wherein he just went for split push, used the portal, dropped it in, Todak wins
Wreck the base.
right into the base.
Yeah.
So let's see if Echo will try their shot at that.
It's
because-
likely because Benny Curie's here.
Yeah. and
Benny
it's-
does it anyways.
It's in the DNA of Echo to split push.
Yeah.
With a low Yi, with a chip, this is Echo's split push mentality brought up to maximum.
I just realized Lo Yi and Chip is in one comp. What the heck?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, dude.
Gold Lane has to be something like a carry.
This is my
Maybe?
tempo.
Nope, it's a Brody.
I guess I use not my cup of tea. Really not my cup of tea.
I mean, better this than the Clint.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, at least you get the stun.
Better this than the Brody.
Carry?
Uh,
Better than the carry?
this or the carry, I would say.
Yeah.
True, yeah, because I think MINANA EVOS were also thinking about it in lane. Roger was one of the picks brought up into priority because of the carry. It fares very well against carry in lane.
Yep, so they picked a way to at least give Doming a fighting chance to get out of the laning phase. There's the Brody.
Yeah. Okay.
So far, so good here, I think, for Echo. They have a lot of room for... They've won enough of the draft to be able to play the chip. That's my read here.
Yeah. Let's see, because, okay, this can be a mind-bendingly difficult game for MINANA EVOS if Echo are really going to maximize the playstyle of let's just go everywhere around the map. Literal divergence. You look at a diversion.
Yeah.
You look at this hand, back something's happening right here, back. Oh, uppercut out of
It can
nowhere.
really be chaotic. It can really...
Yeah.
At the same time, it's also a challenge to work diversion alongside shortcut. It's not easy. It's going to take a lot of balancing and a lot of prioritization, target prioritization.
It's easy to get lost in it, too.
Yes,
Because
exactly.
there's too many options. But again, this is Echo we're talking about. They have amazing communications. They have amazing synergy. So I think that's the least of their problems.
And this
Safe
may
to
be
say.
this may be the first time, just trying to revisit it in MPL Philippines, that we'll finally be able to see the fabled Chip and Lo Yi combo. Because they've never been able to get drafted
One
together,
of them's
right?
always banned at least.
Yeah,
Yes.
but now we're getting both. And Echo, Sanford, was one of the players who mentioned how he abhors this chip. So now we'll see it in the hands of Echo. Any final thoughts before we head in?
Just the same. It's the fact that Sanford
Echo
hates it.
will face off against MINANA EVOS. Orcas versus the Tigers. Welcome to game number 1 in what could be a difficult game to cast with all the teleportations we might be witnessing.
They could have been anywhere. They could have been doing anything else, but they've chosen to be here with us. Checking out these early rotations. Both start orange, so that's a mirrored movement. Let's see if there's anything interesting when it comes down to our emblem choices. We're about a minute in, and so far, I like how MINANA EVOS are committing to double concussive blast. That means they want to clear minions and creeps quick, so they want to go fast. Again, this just shows that this MINANA EVOS is the aggressive MNNE.
And I will really wonder what kind of strategies we'll be seeing on the opponents of MINANA EVOS. On Echo, how are you going to utilize all of the ways that you can get around the map quickly? Emblems, anything catches your eyes here, Leo?
Okay, everything seems to be
In
correct.
order, yeah.
Yeah, everything seems to be in order. Everything's fine. Oh wait, top lane.
Top lane though, Sanford playing with fire here, and again, it's only level 2 fights here. Sanford seems to be quite confident with all the shot essence going back to his body.
Yep.
That he can actually just sustain this.
Opening.
Carl thinks he's close by as well.
Items make sense. Sanford bought the sword first, so he has a offensive edge over Kirk's Arlo.
Yeah, okay, Zen from out of nowhere.
That was pretty good. Good entry here, and they know that Sanji can't really fight right away at level 3.
Ooh!
The burst is not quite there yet. Sanji making it out by the nick in the nick of time.
Yeah.
The advantage here. They have the Ruby, they have the Baksha, they have the Arlo. So if they wanted to fight right then and there, they could. But for Echo, just the whole map is their playground. If they're able to find MINANA from a different angle that MINANA wasn't ready for, then, you know, the Orcas got them. We're basically swimming in the ocean.
All right. Here we are back into the game. Jungler of MINANA EVOS, nowhere near close. It's gonna be a give.
Feels like such an easy take here for Echo, but now here comes shortcut.
Wait, what?
Level 4 right away, and the follow-up.
It's what you
Oh
talked
my
about.
god, this is what we're talking about. It actually does happen. And it's executed very well, although it didn't quite hit the mark,
Yeah.
didn't it?
Okay, but they're doing it to get resources out of the jungle, break the formation of MINANA EVOS. It's the shortcut diversion that you said, and that's Grand Theft Purple for Echo.
And it's a double whammy, gentlemen, because Kaizen failed to commit Grand Theft Orange. He was denied by not Carl Tizzy, but by JP.
Super stomp.
Do you see that?
Yep. Wow, okay, so we're seeing it. We were joking about it and saying, why would you do that? Echo showed you this is what you can do with Echo. Oh, Brick Zemo with the pull.
That was very aggressive, and with the follow-up of the Eternal Guard, it actually did make a lot of sense. They're doing pretty good damage, but here comes JP this time around,
Bang!
stunning it up and getting first blood on the chip.
This is JP's fault, man.
Yeah.
Kaizen tried to go for the buff steal, traded for the turtle. JP said, nah. They went in for the engage, forced MINANA EVOS to overextend, make them think they can fight in mid. In that turret take, did not happen even with the amazing I'm Offended. And then overall, there's a deceptive amount of damage from a chip early on, especially with the concussive blast and the enhanced basic attack.
That is very true. That's something that's slept on actually by a chip. Like his early on pokes, if you have concussive blast with him, it's surprising because it's magic damage. And here's JP again.
And the stun is actually quite real. Beautiful Eternal Guard, not available yet. And with the shortcut, once more, it is a big threat. Once JP activates shortcut, it's like a small amount of effort to get the diversion. Now it's Sanford who will actually pay for the price here. Could have been something here. 1-for-1 maybe, but no, Kirk comes out on top. Diversion, do they see this though? But and Sanji with the answer.
Oh man. Again, if the first 4 minutes was all about JP and Chip, here's Sanji saying, you know what, I still matter, I'm still here, I can get away with things.
I can do this all day, and I can do this too, says Sanji. And Echo will get another turtle. And this is what we theorized that Echo would do, smother the map presence of MINANA EVOS by just teleporting everywhere. As we look at the item builds, where are we at, Leo?
Alright, so far, the whole silence from the gold laners might actually be benefiting MINANA EVOS. The fact that they're not pressuring Doming as much, even in a matchup wherein the Roger should be the one setting the pace, means maybe MINANA EVOS is holding on to something. Maybe there is a build-up there. That aside, it's clear that the rest of the gold lead is everywhere else on the map. The other 4 positions, the other 4 roles from Echo are way ahead. That's why Carltzy can do this to Kirk.
Just do things like this, Sanji close by to provide just enough damage. And maybe if Sanford's really feeling it, but right now their focus is on the turret, take out a kill once more. And here comes shortcut for part 2. The action is not done quite yet. And there you go, the 5-man stack here of Echo, just unstoppable by MINANA.
Oh my
and
God.
look at this, they're just keeping on going here. What a play! Underneath the turret, man taken out.
Just like that Twice song, Nasty. Ooh, did they just do that? They went in deep up top against Kirk, took him down, and then almost immediately, without even 2 seconds, blinking, thinking about it, they respond to bot, coast to coast, literally.
My bro, you were referencing Twice's song Nasty, right?
Yeah.
Nasty. That one? A onces, please don't chase me. I am a once too. Chae Young is my bias.
It's so good.
But Echo,
I can't get over it.
I can see now why Sanford was saying, please ban this hero. I hate the chip.
They got to pick it, so please ban it unless we're using it.
Because Echo, this is how they play the chip. Paired up with the low yi. And in theory, again, what we feared would be a devastating combo is actually true.
It's happening, and to be fair, it's less about what it's doing and more about the speed that it's being done at.
Yeah.
Something tells me, yes, again, the aforementioned preparedness of all of the teams in MPL Philippines towards such a hero, towards such a kit. But the way Echo's using it, it's happening in the blink of an eye. Echo Express all over again, but instead of a bus, they're using a DeLorean. This is just straight up time travel. Oh!
Here we go
Time
again.
travel right now in the middle of the fight, just throwing JP, and then the start of what seems to be a beautiful Echo collapse once more. This time around, there is going to be a bit of a punish there. Sanford going to get taken out, but everyone else is basically free to do whatever they want right now. Dumping in Under the turret here, flying it around, killing spree for Benny QD already. My goodness!
Bro, the Echo Express has turned into the Magic School Bus. If you're too young to know that reference, then yes, I am that old.
You're old.
Then I am too young.
And I am.
It's
too young.
amazing.
Liars.
Again, it's less about what it's doing, but how fast they're doing it. Echo are now in the blink of an eye. What we see earlier, maybe 1,500, 2,000. Now 7,000 gold ahead. And look at this amazing engage in the purple.
Beautiful.
There's very little space for you to move around. That means Sanji's spells are all on you. That means even after Sanford died, he got all of that petrify and all of that combo in. And not even to mention how Benny can just jump from target to target.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. Look at this now. A gold lead of 1,000 onto Benny, 1,000 onto Carl, and I don't even 2,000 between Sanji and Hayes.
And everyone just getting hit with a duality passive, man. You don't know what you're gonna do, and then you're getting displaced left, right, and center, being absorbed everywhere.
All
My
right,
goodness.
I think I have an idea what Echo's doing here. Low Yi, let me explain it to everyone there, and Leo, you can back me up, hopefully. Low Yi using the diversion to get info. And then from there, that's where JP will decide to use the Y-Walk beacon, if there's anyone close to that diversion, and then use the portal in.
And what's crazy is, just like the mathematical principle of association, you can switch that up. You can even go backwards. You can go Y-Walk first, and then have the diversion as a follow-up. We've seen that happen already.
Yeah.
So you can move parts of this equation back and forth.
And because of this, 9 minutes in, it's a 7,000 gold lead and climbing. The young Tigers have been completely just... They've had the rug swept out from under them.
All right, while Echo goes for this free lord, again, there's very little MINANA EVOS can do to contest. If you want to evolve, if you want to grow, you want to change and become an aggressive team, the total antithesis of what MINANA EVOS has been in Season 13, they've been the Ube team so far up until now. You got to go through the aggressive team, the team that goes fast. You got to go through Echo.
And look at that, Roger parking himself, Benny Cutie under that shrub because he had a feeling that maybe MINANA EVOS would dive his tower and try to take him down as a trade for that first lord of the game, but that is not the case. Items are up, and look at the discrepancies between everyone.
It feels so odd to have to watch this, but you know what, teams? The way that they've been playing around Chip is stomping on those beacons, and it's not easy, because if you're stomping there, if you're hanging out there, that means you're losing out on gold. That's why MINANA, they're not doing that quite yet.
Yeah, no, MINANA's lineup isn't built to do that. They have to be proactive. They have to find things to do where Echo is not where Echo will be. So, yeah, it's weird to see Baksha play this way. It's been difficult for Kaizen, to be honest, ever since the first minute.
Right. So 3-lane push here by Echo. How this will go for the siege is the question. Because Echo, with this draft that they have, aggression, control, but how can they end?
What? Wait, what happened? Where did they come from?
What in the hell was that?
Can someone replay that? I swear that...
They placed the diversion outside
the
of
map?
bounds, and the only object that's allowed to be outside of bounds like that is the Black Dragon form. So it put Carl TZ directly underneath that tier 3, and that's exactly what happened.
That could have been bad.
They aimed it that far off.
You could hear the reaction of even our Filipino broadcast counterparts. Even they went, huh?
Yep. It's an oddity. Could have been. See, look. You see how big the radius is on the diversion? It goes outside of the map.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you take other things that are allowed to be outside of the map, like let's say Novaria's Astral Recall,
Yes.
that works. You take Wings by Wings, you can do that too.
Okay, so that was an over-aggressive gamble, placing the diversion in that area, knowing that if ever something happens to Carl TZ under that third-tier tower in the bottom lane, Sanford's just there as the dragon to come in.
Or just a show of mechanics. Like, again, you're
That's
allowed
true.
to do this. Much like the Lu Yi BMI from Onyx, if I'm not mistaken.
Because
Yeah, the flex,
Echo
yeah.
wouldn't have seen Sanford's Black Dragon form. They wouldn't have known. If ever, MINANA EVOS would have thought, hey, whoa, Carl TZ's under the tower. He's alone. Suddenly the dragon's there.
They would have seen it still.
They
I
would have seen it
think
still?
that would have been envisioned.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
He
so.
looked really far out, though.
It looked
Very
really far
far
out.
right at
That's
the
true.
edge.
I agree.
Yeah, it snapped Carl TZ in.
You know what this reminds me of? MPL Philippines Season 9, Rock Hard. Remember when Echo brought out the Johnson Karita.
I mean, that was probably a pivotal moment, but I don't think that's like this, where it's so
Really?
easy to pull off.
Yeah.
That one seems like it can be patched out.
Yeah.
This one feels like it can be patched out tomorrow. So, yeah, not quite like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say maybe under the right circumstances.
Okay, MINANA EVOS, they can contest this one. Will they? It's a 10,000 gold difference. They haven't even broke the 30K mark, and I don't think they will, because Benny Cutie's critting 1,000 plus already as a Roger.
Oh, this could be a play.
Wow.
They're all here.
Oh, there you go. No fancy shenanigans needed for this one. It's pure off damage, but of course, Kaysen tanky enough to at least sustain that.
It's like the last moments before you see an elevator close its doors. Get in.
No, hold the door for me, please. Echo, still in control here. And no, are they? Oh, they're doing
Another
it again.
one. Very far
Oh,
off.
okay,
Just
okay.
get some goal on the map. Make sure that there's
Yeah.
nothing left for MINANA to farm out.
And this is the buddy system of Echo. It's Sanford and Carl Peasy going around together. Which again then makes sense, because if ever something happens, wherever they're getting brought out is close enough to a Y-Walk beacon for the chip. So if ever JP can just teleport there, respond, and use the shortcut ultimate to bring the other members of Echo in.
And you're also always just maybe a few seconds away from a diversion.
Yeah.
So again, the map is so small for Echo.
At the very least, you know what, MINANA playing it just as you should. Stick together. Don't give them any leeway to make any surprises happen. But right now, Echo seems to be happy to take it straight on.
Carl?
Knockups non-stop here. Kaysen able to take out Carl Teasy. And now, 4v5. Where's the force going to come here from Echo?
I will have to say, Leo, that seemed a little bit questionable by Carl Teasy. A little bit too eager to get a taunt off. He put himself in really at harm's risk of that happening to
It
him.
might actually be the rest of Echo not following on time. And
Yeah.
you're right, maybe Caldiz did call it a little too early. And they were looking to make that last fight last a little longer so that they would penetrate maybe mid or top inhibitor.
Yes.
But then again, that's just what you get when you have two turrets, mainly that mid inhibitor and the base barreling down on you. There was very little. They could have, wait, on bottom, whoa!
Yep. Why walking shortcut straight into the fight once more.
Oh,
This
ouch.
time they caught MINANA by surprise for sure. Carl Teasy in the same position, but different result this time around with a follow-up 100% locked in by Echo. That's probably it. He's all alone here, but he does have enough to clear. Will he clear though? Will he be in range to do it? I don't think so.
Woo! Echo finally showing us, here in the Philippines at the least, the fabled Chip and Loyi combo.